Welcome, everyone. We have the DC Multiverse Wonder Woman versus Godzilla from Legendary Monsterverse. This is basically taken from the DC versus Monsterverse comic line that came out a few years ago. This is Godzilla. This is one of the bigger boxes. As we see, we've got two versions of Wonder Woman, brand new head sculpt. Don't think they ever did the little tiny page puncher version, so this one is kind of interesting. Um, we got logos on the top, including Toho. We got the text on the side, and Justice League versus King Kong versus Godzilla. And then some really nice artwork on the back. And for anybody who needs it, there is the UPC. Now, I got this copy from GameStop. I don't know if anybody else is shipping this yet, but this came from GameStop. So let's go ahead and open it up. This is pretty much like the original Godzilla, where you have to put the tail together. Godzilla did have a protective clear sheet over him, and there's kind of a strong paint smell out of the box, and it is pretty hot where I'm at, and I was able to get the tail on pretty easily. Like, this just came from FedEx, so you might have to warm up that joint to get the tail on, but luckily nature was on my side today, or against me, however you want to look at it. And then we've got, this new style DC figure stand. We've got a dual card. If I can get in focus. And there is the bio on the back. Read that. And we've got our Wonder Woman. And I think I'm missing her lasso. If I can get her to peg in there. She doesn't want to stand up for some reason. Yeah, don't forget her lasso. You might throw the package away and realize, oh yeah, she does come with a lasso. This is very nicely and neatly wrapped up, and I'm gonna leave it that way because these things are kind of a nightmare to rope back up and get them to look, coiled up. But if you're gonna take some action poses, you're probably gonna want to get that rope out. Yeah, she's having some hard time standing. So I believe for the most part, this body is the Gal Gadot body. There's something about the way the foot is oriented right now. There we go. That they've just kind of painted in more solid colors. I don't have a movie Wonder Woman at this time, but here she is with the comic version. And yeah, the face on her is really nice. You can turn her head. The hair is pliable enough to do that. But like doing other things, like she's not going to look up. Technically, I guess she can look down, but the hair is going to push it back up. The hair basically kind of locks the head in a position. But the rest of the figure, I'm pretty certain, is just the most recent Gal Gadot live action Wonder Woman. So Not saying that it's bad, just saying like if you know what that figure is, pretty much the same thing. You know, pretty much what you can normally get out of McFarlane. That's what you're getting here. You know, basically fresh paint. The paint is really nice, very shiny, brand new head, which is really cool. And then her little mini me. This looks like a carbon copy. Um, these do have kind of limited articulation. They do have like a ball hinge shoulder. They have waist swivel. They have hip swivel. I believe there's probably head swivel, but on this, at this scale, this is probably rubbery hair, but at the size, you're not turning that head. So, you know, that's the little minifigure. So for Godzilla himself, I am disappointed. I thought they were going to give him like a heat ray effect. There is no heat ray effect. So there is like a brownish gray base body. There's some kind of dark wash. And then this blue, there's like kind of like hints of blue all on the top. And I think what they're trying to do is uh they're trying to say like this is glowing and his skin is like shine like there's highlights, there's like light shining on his skin, so there's like this very light blue on top of everything like a dry coat. um it's cool. um you know, they didn't engineer this to be transparent, which is bad from that point of view, but because this is one piece, you know, there's less cut lines and seam lines, so it kind of makes the overall portrait look a little bit better. They did give him blue eyes. They did give him like blue in his mouth. So he has all the things to say that he is charged up and going to do some kind of heat blast, but they didn't give him a heat blast. So that is the missed opportunity here. Um, so yeah, you know, the idea. Oh, this arm is not moving. Um, there we go. It's kind of fused. If you're not familiar with the original release, is basically a ball joint in the shoulder, ball joint in the hips. Um, this is all one piece. This is all one piece. The head does have a neck joint. The mouth opens. The tail is on a very thick bendy wire, and that's pretty much it. And then, you know, the little figures are meant to interact with the bigger figure, and then like the normal size figure is kind of like a, you know, I don't know. It's a this is like the weirdest kind of product type thing that I've seen somebody come up with. It's kind of cool, but it's kind of weird too, you know. Last, I'm gonna show off some of the other figures. You know, we got the Godzilla, we got the Batman. I don't know where Batman is right now, but Batman was basically a hush Batman with a screaming face. Here is the little mini Superman and the mini Batman. I will say they went all out on mini Wonder Woman. Like the paint of the eyes is just like wow. And look at poor Superman, he just got dots for eyes. um Batman kind of hides a little bit better because you know he's just got the white eyes, but come on, focus. Yeah. Uh the Wonder Woman puts the other two to shame. So, you're going to want this figure set for Wonder Woman. I don't know that there are any plans to release this idea separate. This is pretty much a modern Wonder Woman. You know, the whole live action JLA thing kind of stole from the modern costume. So if you've been waiting for a modern Wonder Woman from McFarlane, you know, this is it. And knowing that the line is probably coming to an end, like I know their licensing will end. There's no comment on whether they will be extended, whether they will be able to continue through some limited fashion like DC Direct or something like that. You know, this is a figure to go for. You know, you just have to buy a giant Godzilla to go along with it. Unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you haven't done so, please like and subscribe. And as always, tune into more videos coming up. Thank you.